Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome to a brand new series that I'm starting. It's gonna be called Running It Back. Now, this is basically I'm basically gonna be saying, telling you guys stories of, back in my primary school days and just some little funny memories and things, how I used to behave and stuff like that. Anyways, let's get into it. Back in primary school, one of the things I used to love to do is that Rickrolling. Now, Rickrolling has been a meme for over a decade now. What I used to love to do, even my friends used to love to do it. I would try trick people into watching Rick Astley's video of Never Gonna Give You Up, and that's literally the whole basis of the Rickroll meme, because you're meant to try trick someone into listening or watching the Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. And it would kind of get obvious when somebody was trying to Rickroll you, because first of all, you would memorize the actual hyperlink, and you memorize the hyperlink, you're like, wait a minute, that's Rickroll, better get away from that. Back in primary school, I was a little heavy on the anime. I'm being serious. I'm being full serious. I was that anime kid. If you came up to me back in primary school and asked me about anime, I would give you a full dictionary's worth about this one episode of Dragon Ball. I was that nerdy, and now I don't really watch that much anime. I'm phased out. I mean, it doesn't interest me as much, but the music still slaps. The only anime I'd really go back to watching is Attack on Titan, because that is absolutely just fire. Number 3, Sonic the Hedgehog. I was even now, I'm still obsessed with Sonic the Hedgehog. Not to compare back to primary school, but I was obsessed with Sonic the Hedgehog. I remember one day at school, I just start running around like Sonic. I'll be running and then all of a sudden my arms are back out here. Number 4, I don't know how many people know what these are. Mental math books. My greatest enemy. Honestly, boom. Mental math books are my greatest enemy. They were my greatest enemy. I used to be locked in with a mental math book, but then I just realized it was an absolute drag. So I'm gonna expose myself here. It's long gone, so I'm a mature year 11 student. What I actually used to do was, if it was homework, what I would do is I would flick to the answers, write down the answers, but then what I would do, I would scribble some out and get some wrong on purpose, so it wouldn't look like I was cheating. Oh my days, I can't believe I used to do this stuff back in primary school. So this next one, it requires me and the table. I don't know why I used to do this back when I was a kid, but what I do basically is this table right here. What I'll do, all of a sudden, I just get my hands like this and I just start hitting one of these. Yeah, I don't know what the meaning of that was. I just used to One thing I was really obsessed with was The Last Guest. It was a day 1 when it came to The Last Guest. I watched it from 1, 2, 3, and 4. The Last Guest was basically a little mini series where the government, I think the bacon hands were getting rid of the guests, and then there was this guy, he was the only guest left. Last guest goes up, marries his childhood friend, and then he goes to war, and then at one point we all thought the last guest died, but he didn't, and then he comes back and then he befriends this bacon hair guy, and then him and the bacon hair rebel against the bacon hair government, and then there's a big massive war between the bacon hairs and then the other civilians. This is the end of episode 1 of Running It Back. It's just a little fun series. I thought I'd come up with just sell some stories and things that I was obsessed with back when I was a child. If any of you guys have any stories that you want me to read out, like of what things you used to do back in the day, like if you want me to read them out, I'll be happy to. Like, just send me a message on Instagram. And thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you haven't already, please subscribe, follow Southside Worship, and long-term goal is of course 1,000 subscribers. It'll be long, but I know it's gonna be great. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe and God bless.